Hello, gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm Dating Coach Naz, and in today's video, I want to address something that have been noticing for a very long time, and I have not been able to put it into words. And today, when I was listening to Ed Milet, I was like, "Oh my God, this is what I wanted to say," but he said it so perfectly, which is basically to stop living a cushy life in your suffering. I feel like a lot of us, do this where we are truly deep down inside in pain. We're depressed. We have, chronic stress. But instead of understanding how do we regulate our emotions, how do we get more grounded, how do we help our body and mind and our soul when we're stressed or, in pain deep down inside, what do we do? Instead of doing that, what we do is we try to get cushy and comfortable. We try to watch Netflix. We try to divert our minds scrolling through our phones. We try to be in these relationships that feel comfortable, but they are draining our soul. They're literally taking our life force out of us. But because I don't want to confront her, it's too much. And I'm happy, we have sex twice a week. So it's all right. Could be better, but I'm just fine with the way it is. And so many of us live like this, these lives where it's like you're just existing. You're not thriving. You're not giving back to anybody. You're not living your purpose. You're not satisfied. You're just finding meaningless, short-lived pleasure day in and day out to kind of fill that void, fill that gap within you that is dying to come out. And this is something I kept, I believe it was Wayne Dyer that I used to always say this, where, when as a soul, when you stop living, when you stop living your purpose, when you stop having that light that exudes out of you, your light force gets strained, your soul starts living in your body dormant. Meaning it's not playing the game anymore. It's done. It's literally just waiting for you to pass away. I know I'm making it sound really just in your face, but this is what I feel like a lot of people need to hear right now. They need to hear the truth. And what I feel like a lot of people don't understand about life is that pain is inevitable. No matter what you go through in life, whatever phase you are in, there's going to be some amount of pain in that. And I think parents haven't done a good job or the society hasn't done a good job of teaching us this, but pain is okay. It's okay to be in pain. But what is optional is suffering. Suffering is optional. You do not have to suffer. And I feel like what majority of us are doing is we're suffering in silence. We're not being truthful to ourselves or the people around us. And we're choosing to live in this suffering because we do not want to feel the pain. The short-term pain that you're going to feel by being uncomfortable, by confronting your partner and saying, "Hey, listen, babe, I'm not happy right now. I'm not able to express my emotions, or I'm not able to connect with you right now. I do not feel sexually desired by you or to you," or whatever the case may be. And when you talk to me in that matter, it makes me feel disrespected, and then it makes me shut down. We do not communicate these things to our partner or even to our friends. And then we wonder, well, why we put the blame on other people, but it's like we have to also have the ability to express how we feel and be vulnerable and share our pain with people. That is what actually connects and creates that bond with each other. The more that we pretend like, "Hey, I'm good, I'm fine, and everything is going great, and my business is doing so well," nobody's going to be able to connect with you on that. What connects us is our pain. That's why I share a majority of the time my childhood, what has happened in my past, with my relationships. And the reason I share that is to let you guys know that I am in this with you guys. We are all one. I know you might be looking at me and you're like, "Well, you're a woman and you're okay, that's not how you speak. I don't know why." You might be saying, "Well, you're a woman, okay, you're pretty or whatever, so you have none of the problems that I do." Incorrect. I have all the problems that you do. Maybe because you're seeing me in a different light because I've done the work on myself. not just plastic surgery. Okay, that was really bad. Oh my God. I'm gonna get so much. Ooh. But you guys know what I mean, right? It's like I haven't been this person if I didn't go through the dark night of my soul, dark night of the soul. I wouldn't be this person sitting here right now. And yes, you are seeing the best version of me right now. And that is why you can sit here and say all those things. But if you ever saw me on my darkest of my dark, where, I didn't look like this, I didn't have this light. I didn't have this aura. I didn't have this vision. I didn't have this confidence. I didn't have this wisdom, this depth. And you wouldn't have seen me in that same way. You would have been like, oh my God, look at that girl. She's so lost. She's so confused. She doesn't know what the hell she wants. She's in this unhealthy relationship and she doesn't even have the balls or courage to leave. You would have said something else. And of course, everybody has their own opinions and judgments. And I know I'm on this platform and people are going to say what they want to say. And hey, that just comes with the territory, right? But I also want you to know that we are all the same. When, if you ever think about listening to somebody's pain, let's say a father losing his daughter in an accident or whatever it was, if you're not empathetic and you're a narcissist, we're not talking about you. You probably shouldn't be on this channel. No, I'm joking. You should be on this channel. You should be definitely listening to what I'm going to say. But what I'm saying is that if you are empathetic, you are automatically going to feel his pain, even though you've never lost a child. Maybe in your past lifetimes, which is, a lot of people probably don't believe that, but that's a whole different conversation. But what I'm saying is that when you listen to somebody's pain, you feel it. Why? Because we all have the same consciousness. We're all part of the same universe. So if I feel your pain, you feel my pain. Whenever my father was abusive to me, you probably had a situation where your father or your mother was abusive to you, so you can feel my pain. Staying in toxic environments and jobs, relationships, situations, what it does is it keeps you trapped, right? It keeps you trapped in stress and anxiety. And this is the trap that has been created for us to not win, for us to not be happy. And it actually just leads to long-term suffering, which is what we all need to avoid. We do not want to suffer. Pain is accepted, is welcome, as long as it leads to growth, as long as there's a reason why like, for example, okay, let me take me for example. I went through my divorce and I had to accept the fact that this is not the marriage that I thought it would be. And so I had to sit in that uncomfortable truth and look at myself and be like, how the fuck did I get here? What the hell did I do? What did I miss? And I always believe in taking accountability first, because I feel like I was somebody who would pinpoint the problems and I would not look at myself. So once I realized, what did I do? And that was not suffering. That was painful. Hell to the freaking yes, it was painful to sit with my pain and go back to my traumas and my childhood and what did my dad do to, how did I get myself in this? And what it's like my main goal. Oh my God, it's going to get me emotional. I don't want to get emotional. But my main goal in life was always to have a happy family. And I feel like because I've come from a family of so, it was just super, like I can't even tell you guys the stories, but it was a lot of turmoil. It was a lot of cursing, shouting, anger, just violence. Yes, there was parts that were great, but unfortunately my mind takes me back to I don't remember a lot of the good parts, to be quite frank. And that was one of my goals in life, was just to always have a happy family. And once I had to come to this realization that I'm going to go through a divorce, it shook me up. It was like, what is this? Why is this happening to me? I had to ask myself all those questions. And what I'm trying to get to is that I had to sit with my pain. and welcome it and say, I'm here for you. Let's get to business. Let's get to work. I want to feel all this instead of pushing down how I feel. And what set me apart from suffering versus the pain was that pain was temporary. It's inevitable. It happens to all of us. I chose to not suffer. I chose to not make other people the bad guy. I chose to make me the bad guy and understand what the hell did I do and work on myself. That was the pain that was temporary. Thank God I went for that option, because suffering, first of all, would have taken, I wouldn't be here right now, living my purpose. I wouldn't be the kind of mother that I am to my daughter. I wouldn't be this human being right now, who has confidence, who has self-worth, who doesn't accept less than she deserves, who's able to set boundaries, who's able to say, no, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to. I don't feel like it. You don't match my standards. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I have that voice and I can speak up for myself. I wouldn't be this person, and I never was. A couple years back, I was not that human being. And a lot of us fear change. We fear the unknown. What if I do this? I don't know what's going to happen. And so we remain in this controlling. We need to control all parts of our lives. But it's like so foolish to think that we as human beings have any sort of control over our lives. We have zero control. We have control over what we do, over how we react, over how we respond, and changing our perspective when something goes bad. How do we shift that perspective? That is the responsibility that only we have. 100%. I've seen people that have met, they've found their soulmates, they've bought a house, they've had children together, and then suddenly the man gets cancer and he has 2 months to live. Or let's take, for example, Wayne Dyer, okay? Like, he's like, my God. Him and his wife were together, I don't remember how many years, but they're together for a long time. They had 8 children together. And suddenly, after all of his accomplishments and later down in life, she comes to him and she says, I'm not in love with you anymore. I love somebody else. Can we know this? No, there's no way of knowing. And that is what I'm saying, is that you have to accept the situation for what it is and do the best you can. Because again, it's very delusional that we think we have control. And I have to say this to myself, by the way, because we all get wrapped up in control and making ourselves feel safe. And the last point that I want to make is that lack of self-worth leads to accepting less than you deserve, which then again causes constant dissatisfaction and emotional pain. So when we feel like we do not deserve better than we have right now because we are not enough, we are not good looking enough, we are not wealthy enough, we are not funny enough. So working on your self-worth and knowing that you already are whole and complete just the way you are is so essential to getting, to being happy, to having abundance in your life, all of those great things. So I want to leave this message with you guys. I really hope that it does resonate with you all and it has helped you in some way. And that's it. I also want to let you guys know that if you do need help with love, dating, relationships, then please, please, please do not forget to check my links down below. I do offer no bullshit breakthrough single sessions for men. So if you are interested, check the link down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.